Hey folks, how are you? It's been a very hot minute. So, I want to say thank you to all new subscribers, new listeners. Thank you for those that are continuously listening to the podcast and supporting. I greatly appreciate it. You guys rock. And don't let anybody else tell you that you don't, because you rock. What else was I gonna say? Halloween is 2 days away. I'm not a very big Halloween person. I am more of the Day of the Dead type of person. But that's a topic for another day. So, I hope you all are doing wonderful. I hope you all are enjoying your beautiful, nippy evening. And with that, let's start tonight's episode. Now, how many people here love amusement parks? Raise your hands. Okay, quite a few people. Now, how many people love Disneyland? Now, today's article is based on Disneyland, the creepiest place on earth. I call it hell on earth because it's fucking annoying as fuck. And kids annoy me, period. But, it's called hell on earth. Now, the Haunted Mansion aside, Disneyland is home to the most shockingly high number of ghost spirits and otherworldly entities. Now, ghost sightings have been nearly consistent since the theme park's opening in 1955. Damn, that park is old. Now, can we guess what the reason is? Don't know. Denise. Disneyland sees an enormous number of people coming in and out day after day. Now, since opening day, over 2 billion guests have been to the happiest place on earth, where I call hell on earth because it's just hell on earth. Too many screaming kids, man. Ugh, it's so fucking annoying. Now, and with that amount of people, you kind of wonder, this place is a high melting pot for psychic energy. Now, you want to add fuel to the fire? It becomes even more common for families to scatter the ashes of the loved ones in the park. Now, why would you do that? Why would you scatter the ashes of your deceased at the park? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And that's number one, that's very unhealthy. Unsanitary. Like, ew, I don't want to go be walking around and knowing that there's dead people are scattered all over this place. Imagine if you're on a fucking ride and they wanted their body be dispersed on a ride. That's gross. That's disgusting. That's nasty. I mean, I want to be, my ashes distributed in the ocean. But fuck, not on Disneyland. Many families make their happiest memories in the Magic Kingdom. People who make their memories at the Magic Kingdom are crazy. In my opinion. Can't tell me nothing. It's my opinion. Now, laying loved ones to their eternal rest along the slopes of the Matterhorn or among the singing dolls of It's a Small World. Don't get me started, the dolls from the Small World are fucking creepy and scary looking in their own right. Oh my god, that's scary. makes sense in one of them weird macabre ways. Now, aside from park security catching on camera, it turns out that Disneyland is one of the most ghost-infested places in California. They say that most often seen is a spirit known as Mr. One Way. Now, he was once a park guest, like any other, who stepped onto Space Mountain and died during the ride. Today, he appears as a red-headed man who will board any car with a single passenger, then disappear in the commotion of the trip. Security cameras never show Mr. One Way, but the numerous guests have frantically reported that the man was boarded on the ride with them, but never came out the other side. It's a small world of the dead. It's a small world. Sorry. Most of the people would agree that It's a Small World has a flaw. It's that song. That damn bloody song does not end. That song does not end. They can be singing that song day after day after day, hour after hour, and it's just fucking contagious. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after. I'm telling you, it's fucking contagious. Now, those dolls that keep going until the day is gone, they're like the fucking Energizer Bunny. They keep going and going and going and going. Now, some Disneyland employees, though, have reported that this is no fun whatsoever, because the dolls will move and sing in the middle of the night. Well, number one, how do you know that the dolls are moving and singing in the middle of the night? Are you there in the middle of the night? Nobody knows. Employees commonly believe that they are inhabited by the spirits of deceased park workers. Well, dolls are beautiful vessels to make life easier for those that want to come in. Now, they say that good old Walt Disney is still kicking around at the park, and he's been spotted or heard in his old apartment in the fire station on Main Street. Now, why would you want to live in Disneyland? I don't know. His presence has been felt in his office behind the magic shop. I'm sorry. And he's been known to enjoy an occasional date with his old dead wife Lillian in the gallery above the Pirates in the Caribbean. Now, so many people that visit Disneyland every day of the year say it's hard to imagine any of these ghosts present danger. Now, I personally don't believe Disneyland's haunted. I don't. For the fact is that I never experienced anything. I went to Disneyland when my niece was like between 6 and 8 months old. And It's a Small World was fucking annoying as fuck. There were people that I really wanted to throw into the Nemo ride. There were people that I really wanted to like take my walker and bump into them. And then before that was my high school grand night. So, I mean, I get they could be haunted, but I personally say it won't. It's not. And I also say that it's very unsanitary to have people spread ashes at the park. I mean, like, why would you do that? I mean, create a little area where people can disperse the ashes, like a compost. Create this compost section where people can spread the ashes, but yet you can recycle it. But I don't know. Disneyland Haunted, in my book, on the Oogie Boogie Woogie scale, I give it a -1. Not scary whatsoever. On the Oogie Boogie Woogie scale. Now, if you've been to Disneyland and you have encountered any type of ghostly experience, I'd like to know. Send me a message on the social media. Drop me an email. I would love to hear stories of ghostly encounters at the happiest place on earth, or as I would say, hell on earth. So with that being said, this is a short story. Throw something up this week. I gotta go do homework for my reinforced concrete class. So don't forget to follow us, like us, subscribe to my beautiful channel, my beautiful podcast. Follow us on your Insta, Snap, and Twitter. We're on like my friend would say, the face, as in Facebook. So yeah, just follow us, and you can also follow my main Insta. It's Dose of Craziness. Same thing on my Twitter. It's Dose of Craziness, and all that good jazz. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please by all means send it in. If you have any stories that you would love to share, by all means please send it in. We would love to hear them. And with that, don't forget to keep it ghosting. Miss Hyde out. If you're new to the podcast community and you want to start a new podcast and you're looking for a platform that is user-friendly, that has everything you need at your fingertips, that won't set any limits, that you can earn money, then I would recommend Anchor. Now, Anchor can be used basically anywhere. You could be in your car, you can be laying on the sofa in bed, where you can edit, record, and upload. You can throw in soundtracks. Everything is there for you. Now, I use it because it's user friendly, and it is free, and I find it really easy to navigate without it being very confusing. Now, most platforms, before you can even try it out, you need to sign up and pick a plan. I like Anchor because I don't have to go through any of that. So I recommend it. Now, if you really want to get into it, I recommend you going to your website, anchor.fm, and signing up, or you can download anchor.fm from the Google Store, iTunes, and give it a try. So don't forget to go to anchor.fm, sign up, and I'll see you all in the podcast community. Have you ever wanted a podcast that is multifaceted? That your hosts are cool and down to earth, they talk about everything under the sun, including the kitchen sink, but they also are real, Well, let me tell you about Table Muscles. Now, Rob and Wolf are co-hosts, and Rob is a good friend of mine. they have a really cool podcast that, like I said, covers everything. They do conspiracy theories. They do shout outs. They support an organization or an awareness for the month. If you are going through a rough time, they make themselves available. You can hit them up with a direct message on Insta, their Facebook page. I don't know if they have a Twitter yet. But they're really cool podcast. Two really down-to-earth guys that keep it real. They're there for you. They talk about a lot of different things. So their podcast has a little bit of everything. Make sure you go check them out. It's Table Muscles. They're on every platform. They're on social media. Let them know that Ms. Hyde from What the Paranormal sent you. And go show them some love and support. They're fairly new, but, let's show our support. And they have a little bit of everything, so, they may have topics that you really enjoy. So go take a listen and see what they have. Don't forget, they're called Table Muscles, and they're on social media, and they are on all the podcast platforms. And don't forget to tell them that Miss Hyde from What the Paranormal sent you over.